analyst Ryan, and today I am here with the topic of religion and religion. French knife, French foreign legion. You get this? Religion and religion. Okay, today I'm gonna talk to you about, especially about the Muslims, because this is the only monotheist religion which has a lot of problem in armies, especially the international. Now what happens is I went to Paris, so I went to Legion. I had been staying in France, so I know people and culture and everything. So I was still comfortable. So I met there in Paris while interview process, still like 10 days of process, 1 week, 2 weeks, depends. So I met many Algerians, Moroccans, East Europeans, who travel to France so easily, and then they want to become a legion and they come to the interview, and in interview 80% to 90% get rejected, especially Muslims. I have seen myself all of the Muslims getting rejected, all of the Muslims. So for my case, okay, I had a very tough interview in which they asked me, being a Muslim, what is your opinion about terrorism and Islam? So I explained everything in a moderate way. I said whatever happened about the Charlie Hebdo, the gunshot, I am against it and I'm ready to shoot the terrorist. So being a Muslim, my Islam doesn't teach any kind of terrorism act. So they asked me, do you do any kind of prayer? I said yes, I try to do. So they asked me, did you do here in this building? Did you try to pray? I said yeah. There are many style of prayers. Like when you go to sleep, you can just do a little bit of prayer while sleeping and remember God. So I did that. So she was okay about it. She did not judge me in any way. And the last question she asked me was, do you really want to eat pork? Because 80%, 70% food is pork. I said, see, there is a hadith in Islam which says that if you are in a situation where you have no food to eat, if you are in the forest or in the survival way, you have to survive, then you can eat whatever you want. Okay, which is protein, which gives protein to your body, which will help you to survive. So I said, okay, so in that case, being in a military, if I'm not getting food and they are not ready to distinguish or separate food for me, so in that case, being in a legion, which is one of the tormenting situation which we have in farm, if I pass that time in farm, afterwards I could demand them being after becoming a legion. So in farm, I tried to avoid pork for a little while, but then at some point the pork, roasted pork and the roasted beef, it looked quite same to me. So I started eating any meat I have. Sometimes you get only meat and rice and little bit of curry. So you can't escape meat. You have to eat meat. It's hunger deprivation. You don't have food, and with a little baguette you can't survive really. So yeah, so I started eating, and then one time also it happened that someone asked, he ki hai Muslim isi, ki hai Musulman, who is Musulman isi? Really, like there were three Muslims I think, and we all kept quiet. There was an Albanian guy. Albanians are Muslims as well, and I asked him like, you Muslim? Huh? There was a Nepali guy, he was Muslim, but all of us kept hidden. My name was Deepak, so people thought I'm Indian, so I'm Hindu. So I kept it all like hidden secret, and that way I passed it. There's a lot of racism there. Depends, not every corporal is racist. I met a situation where I say that I felt racism there, and if you are Muslim, this can be doubled. This can be doubled. I remember there are a lot of Muslim guys, they quit at some point. They are like, no, we don't want to we want to go to our army. So they ask you, can you kill your Muslim brother? Can you kill the terrorist there? If there is a civil and by mistake you have killed him, how you will feel? So there are a lot of things they question. Do you practice fasting? Do you practice Ramadan? And if you are in the war zone, will you practice Ramadan? God is first or Legion is first? They want to really separate two things, because in Legion has to become a priority, not God, for them. They think that Legion is the only religion. They have their own temples, they have their own religion. So in that case, monotheist religion becomes a bit difficult to follow. And at some point I really like, if you pray 5 times and if you pray 2 times or 3 times, if you are a tranquil person like me, you really need your space, you really need your spirituality. So foreign legion is very difficult, guys. because there are a lot of kind of nationalities. You feel kind of impure at some point being with so many people. You don't feel spiritual at all. You are not in the tranquil mood. You are not in peace. You are always troubled with some or the other thing. So understand, guys, if you're going there, really you are Muslim and you want to do that. So I'll tell you, I have met guys like that big beard, a gunman of France Foreign Legion. They practice their religion, I think, and I see big beard. It is possible, but I don't know after 6 months of contract how it is, because I was in the training part. As a researcher, I really didn't want to go for the 5-year contract. Even if I would have gone for 5-year contract, it was not easy for me. I always have been with the intellectual people. So being with those Algerians and Moroccan guys, it was very difficult to manage with them, because they were speaking their language, they were only speaking Arabic. Still they were trying to talk to me in French little bit, because of European, they know little bit of French. And each and every time they were like laughing, making jokes and talking shit. They were asking me to sing, and when I was singing, like, they were making fun. So they were very of a mediocre personality. At some point we had a discussion, what did you answer in the interviews? So I said I could eat pork if I'm in a very bad situation. If I have hunger deprivation, I have nothing to eat, I could eat possibly. And I gave very moderate answer that I do not agree with the Charlie Hebdo or any terrorism act. So this guy was so against me, like he was really like ready to fight with me. And he was like, come on, how could you answer this? You are a Muslim and you being like this. So Muslim people, they start judging each other. Although it is not allowed in Islam to just judge each other or anything like this. So I, being from the intellectual background, I understand this part. Even if I'm wrong, then God is here to judge me. So guys, if you are a Muslim and you really want to do religion, it's your choice. You're really very, very religious guy, try to think once about religion. Religion is awesome for Christians, for Jews and everyone. Religion is awesome for Christian Jews, because for Christians there's a lot of monopoly, many Christians, Catholics there. And Christians, they give chances to go to the church. They especially give you, even in the farm training, you could go to church like once a week, something like this. And the corporal chef, the military corporal chef, comes to pray. So all of us, all the candidates, they do the prayer for Mary and Jesus. So this happens in religion. So guys, think over it once. Especially this is the message to Muslims. Don't take me wrong. This is the actually thing which I saw. There were guys from Algeria, Muslim guys, 3 years of army experience in Algeria. There was one Moroccan guy, very, very strong in the army thing. He made the look leisure like 12 points in look leisure, which is top level for the candidates. He got rejected, guys, because of some of the answers. Maybe he said that he cannot eat pork. Maybe he said that he will like to pray. Maybe he said that he will do the Ramadan. So try to understand, you have to be a bit diplomatic. You give the positive answers which is good for the religion. Okay? Maybe it is negative for your God or your faith, but you have to make the human resource candidates, the military, the personality test people, that you are actually, the priority is religion. Okay? And you are a moderate Muslim, you believe there is something like God, and afterwards you start practicing, it's between you and your God. So you can do Ramadan. That's totally, you have to manage your hunger. How it's gonna be, I don't know. You can pray 5 times. You can do as much as you want. There are few people I met, surgeon level, they were Muslims. So guys, think about it once. But you will have to eat pork at some point, by mistake or by mistake. You have to eat pork. You eat pork at some point. You can't have your own demands unless you are in the priority guys, like commandos or really top level guys. So there is a lot of struggle to actually find a place in French Foreign Legion, because there are many good legionnaires always on top of you. So being a Muslim, think about it once. And do subscribe this channel. I'm here to guide you. Thank you guys. That's the religion. Cartouche, for the cartouche. 28 bullets in one cartouche. Nice, huh? Okay guys, thank you.